Going to modify our login button. So we no longer want to have this button or this segue, so I'm going to delete those two. Okay, I'm going to create a new segue, a new relationship between the whole navigation controller and this view. So I'm going to click on the navigation yellowy colored button there, control and drag, and click show. Okay, so I've now created a link between here and the login screen like we had before with the other button. Okay, and if I click on this relationship here, you can see it's for that whole view here. Okay, I then want to select my relationship, this segue here, and then from my inspector, I can give an identifier for this. So I'm going to call it transition. Okay, so then I'm going to modify the action that we created for this button. So I'm going to go to my view controller. I'm going to go to this method which we created before, and I'm going to delete this code which we wrote. I'm keeping my condition, so I still want to check the username and the password. But very simply, we can just say perform segue with identifier. I'm going to use that identifier that we created, called transition. Okay, and the sender is going to be my button. Okay, so that's the name of my button that I created. Okay, so btn login, btn login. Okay, so I'll run this. Successful, thankfully. Okay, so if I click the login button, nothing happens. Make sure my password is correct. Login, and now my username transfers just like it did before, except we're using our conditions. We've got a bit more of an advanced login system here, and it personalizes that screen based on whoever logs in.